Hello fight fans, welcome to Ruiz Jr guys. So guys, if you're new to the channel, please click the like and subscribe button right now. And if you're already subscribed to this channel, please click the like button. So the unified working of the whole Gotham universe and the Joshua will be going in against and the Ruiz Jr tonight in a very interesting bout. And I want to give my thoughts, of course, my final prediction for the bout and keys to victory, of both guys, how they can win. And Ruiz Jr is, let's say, 6 foot. People might say he's 6'2", but man, when you get to meet a guy in person, people that have met a guy in person say he's actually, just 6 feet tall, man. So, looking at the guy and Ruiz Jr and the fighting style that he possesses, you will actually think that, hey, this guy has something to give, and especially looking at the hand speed and all this stuff. But people will look at Ruiz Jr and say, this guy, he looks like my neighbor, because of his physical appearance, because he doesn't really look like an athlete. But his hand speed is scary. He's had about 100 something plus fights, and 100 of them that should actually tell you that this guy is a dangerous opponent for Joshua, man. And this guy has actually been in there with the likes of Joseph the Dreamer Parker. Again, I actually won these things with Joshua, though that bout wasn't really the most entertaining, but Joshua kept Joseph Parker on the bay and actually controlled the bout from the first round to the 12th round. So when you look at Ruiz Jr, his style is very simple. Looks simple, but not everyone can deal with his hand speed. Not everyone can deal with his hand speed. And how he can win this bout against Joshua is to try go on the inside. Try go to the body, because Joshua has like 8-inch advantage, to the guy. The reach is just massive. You saw that during the face-off and weigh-in. He looked small to Joshua, but the advantage and the Ruiz Jr has is that he's been fighting taller guys for a very long time, man. It's not his first time he's been fighting taller guys. Ruiz Jr has been fighting, guys that are giants, maybe throughout his life. Looking at his history, looking at his story, looking at his background, this guy is a fighter, man. And also, he brings that Mexican style, meaning Joshua has got to be ready, or has to be ready every time, every minute, every second. Don't allow this guy to breathe, and he has to actually go in there and try to add muzzle and add power and the Ruiz Jr, because I feel like that's how he can win. And also, we look at the Deontay Wilder performance, against Dominic Brazil, one round knockout. Deontay Wilder, no doubt, the guy has that Ranger right hand that he carries with him. He's a deadly monster, man. He punched very hard. But Deontay Wilder don't really have the boxing skills that the unified working of the whole Gotham universe and the Joshua possesses, so he doesn't really have that. He wish he had that, but he doesn't. And that's his own disadvantage. But just looking at that performance alone, Wilder actually put up a good fight, and then the pressure now is on Joshua to perform. But let's not forget that Ruiz Jr is a much better fighter than Dominic Brazil. That's just the fact, man. And Ruiz Jr has more wins than Dominic Brazil. He's a guy that actually represented Mexico before, even though he was born in America. He's very proud of his Mexican heritage, so that's interesting. So how can he beat the unified working of the universe? is by trying to get on the inside, because he cannot out jab at the Joshua. The reach is just massive. is too massive. So he's gonna make it a rough fight, make it a gruesome fight, make it a do or die fight. But I don't know if he can handle the pressure from Joshua, because Joshua is actually gonna lean on him most of the time. Joshua can just decide to keep him on the outside, which is with a jab on the bay. And Joshua can also decide to throw with him on the inside, because we know Joshua has that hellish and devastating uppercut that he possesses. We all know that, man. So I think Ruiz Jr., the only way he can win is to go on the inside, but he has to be ready and willing to trade with Joshua, man, and ready to hit some right hands from Joshua. He has to, because we will find out how solid his chin is. And Ruiz Jr. is not just a Parker who can boss on the back foot. Ruiz Jr. can actually slick punches. He can boss on the back foot as well, but he's not a guy that want to do that. He's a guy that actually brings a Mexican style. He wants to be on the front foot all the time, and wants to really get on with you, wants to, make it a wall. Every fight he's had has always been exciting. I mean, I've never seen Ruiz Jr. in a door fight. He's always a guy that is exciting to watch. I mean, on the outside, he looked like your neighbor. He looks like your neighbor, man. You look at the guy and say, like, this is the same guy I see on the street every day. But what he can do with those hands that he has is magnific, and I respect Ruiz Jr. for that. So that's how he can win. How he has to win, the keys to victory for him is to try to get on the inside of the Unified King of the Universe. Try to get on the inside. Don't give Joshua space. Don't let him breathe. Don't let him move away. But I don't think he has the power to withstand Joshua like that. But let's see what happens. He said he had to come in heavy because he don't want Joshua to bully him around. But I don't think you can do that, because Joshua actually has more power to outmuscle people like Ruiz Jr. Even like Water as well. Water, you cannot compare the strength of Joshua to Water. Water has power to punch, a punching power, but it doesn't have a monstrous power, man. Like what we call a Godzilla power. Joshua has that. So that's the difference between both of those guys. So that's how you can win. Get on the inside. Try to get on the inside. Don't give Joshua space. Go to the body. Throw some uppercut. Throw upper right hands. Make this fight a dogfight. Make it a fight of either you kill me or I kill you. Because if he cannot boss with Joshua, Joshua is a better bosser. Joshua knows how to keep someone at bay. So we'll see how good he is as a brawler. He's gonna make this fight a brawling fight, man, and make it entertaining. So that's the keys for victory. The keys to victory for Ruiz Jr. And let's now get to the Unified Heavyweight King of the Universe, and I can be Ruiz Jr. I mean, Joshua is an excellent boxer, still learning on his craft, still getting better every day, still improving, still trying to get better, because we know that his skills is going to actually develop even more. Just look at the Povetkin bout, man. How he switched from orthodox to southpaw was something magnificent to see. Never actually seen that of Joshua, but he managed to do that. And also, Joshua used to have problems, a lot of problems with shorter fighters, man. But now he's beginning to adjust to them. And him fighting Carlos Takam, Rafael Zubanilov, Joseph Parker was a good stuff, man. It was a good thing to do. Because Joshua is used to fighting taller guys. Joshua likes to fight giants. That's why Joshua will make Water easy work when they get to meet. Because Joshua is accustomed in fighting taller fighters, man. But right now, he's not really a guy that is used to fighting shorter fighters. So he's going to have to get used to it. And he's been getting used to it. Wherever when he falls into love. So how can the unified heavyweight king of the whole universe win where that's left for him to do? He knows what he has to do. Either you keep this guy on the outside, out muzzle him, bamboozle him with the right hand, or you let him come on the inside and go to war with him. Let's see who will be the last man standing. You know, because Joshua has to decide whether he wants to boss with and Ruiz Jr. want to make it a war. But according to what I'm seeing from Joshua right now, he really wants to put up a good performance. You know, he wants to actually let the fans that came from the UK, from Nigeria, from other countries who want to see him fight, he wants to give them something to remember. And this is also his US debut, and you know what that means, man. He really wants to put on a show for the boxing fans around the globe. And Americans are just beginning to embrace the unified heavyweight king of the universe, man. They see this guy as a genuine guy. They see this guy. He's what you call a role model and a boxer compared to their talk champion. What's his name? Deontay Bronze Bamawada, man. We'll see what happens, man. We'll see what happens. See what happens. But Joshua tonight, I think he will win. He will win either by knockout. If this fight goes past 5 to 7 rounds, I think it will go the distance. You know what I mean? But if it doesn't, it's a knockout for Joshua, man. I don't see how the Ruiz Jr. can outbox Anthony Joshua. He's not a better boxer. Ruiz Jr. is an explosive fighter, a fighter with, you know, deadly ounce and speed. You know, but I don't just think that he can handle the unified heavyweight king of the whole goddamn universe. So, my final prediction for this bout is a win for the king of the heavyweight division, Anthony Joshua. Either by knockout or the bout might go to the scorecards, to distance. It will be, if it goes to the scorecards, it will be a clear win for Joshua. Like, a clear win for Joshua, because there's no way I see Ruiz outpowering Anthony Joshua. It's not going to happen. But Ruiz is a very dangerous fighter. He's going to give a whole lot of problems to Joshua. He's going to put up so much effort to try and knock Joshua out because he's looking for the knockout. He's going to try through some upper right hands, you know what I mean? But Joshua can block all those right hands. Joshua knows how to block, and Joshua should be ready to take some punches as well, to receive some and give some. I think that Joshua can handle Ruiz's power, but I don't think Ruiz can handle Joshua's power. Yes, Ruiz has never been dropped. He has never been dropped. He has never been stopped. He has never been knocked out. But he has never faced a monster, a Godzilla, like the unified heavyweight king of the whole goddamn universe, guys. That's it now. Like the video, share if you like what I just talked about, my prediction. If you like it, leave a thumbs below, like the video, share, and please don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Go follow me on Instagram at Boxing Blog Center. Follow me on Twitter as well at Boxing Blog, and as well on Facebook at Boxing Blog Center as well. Thanks, guys. Cheers. Stay blessed.